It's your boy PFS Tib with Deep South Trading LLC. Figured it was time to make a little video here. Been away for a while. Wanted to give y'all an update, tell y'all what's going on, give y'all some stats. Alright. Alright, I figured it was time for an update. We know that I blew my Lilu account a little over a week ago, so I've taken a little break from the futures. Been studying a lot about options. I've worked with a group doing different strategies on options. I'll show y'all what I'm doing there. Let's see what else. So I'm trying to network with some professional traders. I'd like to meet some people who actually trade full time and who would have time to give me a little mentoring on maybe the psychology, hold me accountable, etc. So if y'all know of anyone, pass my email on to them or my YouTube link to them or something and let them know. Maybe we can hook up with them. So, all right, let's get started. So, had to blow up, decided, hey, I need to clear my head a little bit. So I stepped back for a week or so. I'm going to get back in futures. And I think what I've decided, I told y'all I was working with Matt with No BS, and I know they do focus mainly on NQ. I'm trading SPX options, so I'm thinking I'm going to go ahead and go back to the ES futures and trade it, probably the MES. I'll see. If I do the tryout, I'll do the full-size contract. But let's just take a look at Friday's chart. This time is Eastern time on this computer, so you can see this is pre-market. We just kind of just chopping around right here. I mean, there's not a whole lot going on. You had some moves, but right here we're waiting for that news. I think we had some news Friday come out around 8:30 Eastern or so. But this is what I like. This is the VWAP. Let me go a little bit over my chart. This is the VWAP. This is SD1 minus, SD1 positive, SD2, SD3, SD2 minus, SD3 minus. So what I'm looking for is I'm looking for my moving averages to be fanned out. Background will change color, red or green, depending which way we're going. Here's the ADX, which shows, momentum. You don't look at where the line's actually at. I think once we get over 40 or so, it starts showing, it's probably getting exhausted. But anyway, all right. And if you have any questions about my strategy, you can just feel free to message me, email me, shoot me a text, call me, whatever, and we'll discuss it. So, all right. So here, our bands crossed the 200, the 50 and 100, crossed the 200. Your 8 and your 20 had a nice little squeeze. Early entry would have been on this bar, better, safer and more conservative here, and even more conservative is when we broke the highs here to get in on this trade. All right. That's 36.94. Had a not, we hesitated at SD1, broke right through SD2, and boom, dang near all the way to SD3. That's 37.33ish from 94. I mean, that's what, 39 points. Really nice move. Would you have caught that? I don't know. Let's see how fast that was moving. 44.14. Yeah. Okay. That wasn't a CPI report, so it wasn't moving lightning fast. Once you become an advanced trader and you understand all this, I mean, you could actually take a trade from SD2 to SD1, SD1 to VWAP, VWAP to SD1. I'm not there yet. I see the setups, but for me, the safer trade is when the background is colored. So, all right, another entry here. Thing I like about ES, I've been trading ES for a long time, so I recognize a lot of times how it works. Usually when we have a line that we're looking at, it'll reject it, and then go through it. Pull back, then go up. So entry would have been 16 and a quarter. That trade went up to 25. So you're looking at what, 9 points? Easily could have made money off of that trade. Broke back below SD1, came back and touched it, and then boom, Katie barred the door. Now this trade here, you needed to be careful because we're sitting right on top of negative SD1. Don't know if I would have tried to short here into, or actually here into that. I mean, you're looking at 86.75, 83. I mean, if you're going to go for a quick scalp, maybe 2 points, maybe so. I mean, here you're looking at 88 to 82 and a quarter. Yes, could have got plenty of profit, okay? But boom, we hit it, getting closer to it. Pulled up to VWAP, nice short back to SD1. Still couldn't break through it. Came back, still nothing. Got close, and then bam. All right, and this is at 10 o'clock Eastern. Oh, let's see, where did market open up at? That's what I want to look at. So market opened up around here. You know, market looks like it's undecided to me where it wants to go. So, you know, you had a high here. Get the low and the high of the morning. And 45. So you have, so there's our 15-minute opening range. You know, and you're looking at 37.25, 36.93, 7. So what, 35-point opening range? That's big. All right. So you could have traded an option. You could have done a call credit spread because we think it's going to go short. The only thing you need to be aware of is between VWAP and here. That's negative SD1. All right, and it looks like we just keep going on and on and on, bouncing back and forth till we finally break it here. You know, 50 and 100 squeezed together, 8 and 20 roll. You know, your entry is here. You got a 10 tick stop, 87 and a quarter. I mean 87 and 3/4, 90 and a quarter. So should have been all right. Let's see, you get in here, 87.75. Yeah, 89. So you good. I mean, you could have, even if you would have got stopped out, let's say you didn't get a perfect entry, I mean, I'd have got back in on that. ADX is moving up. I mean, I'd have been targeting negative SD2. You hesitated. Then once it had broke through, I'd have probably taken another trade here. Probably got out. When it went sideways, I'd have probably got out somewhere in here. I mean, tell you the truth. So, I mean, that's a $400 move. So, one contract. I mean, plenty of money to be made in that hour. That's a $975, so almost a $1,400 move. I mean, if our target is $300 or $400 a day, I mean, we shouldn't have had no problem. Just would have had to been patient. Impatience is what kills me. Okay, this area here is what kills. This is my kryptonite. I get caught in this mess, and I don't realize it until it's too late. You know, so it's what, 9:45 to around the 10 o'clock area. Yeah, so you know, that's my kryptonite. That's what kills me. Didn't trade. I really didn't get to trade. I was in a class Friday. So here's another trade. Here. You know, looks like we had a nice little move. Like I said, we're not going to get all of this. I don't want to put it at the bottom. Let's be realistic. I'm probably going to get out somewhere in here. Okay, $312 move. I'm probably done trading by this time. What I'm learning is patience is king. You know, nice reject off of negative SD1. Came back down almost to SD2. Once you're an advanced trader, plus you're right here on the 200 EMA. I really like these trades. You know, because this is a major area of resistance. 200 EMA and negative SD1. All right. All right, probably would have got a break even or a stop out trade here. Here again, you know, you better trade, you know, which I'd have thought this one would have ran because the way our lines all came together, but the better trade was actually here. Whoops. The entry was here. 862. You know, another entry here. Like I said, we're not going to catch those lows. So let's just be realistic. You got an entry here. Going to take a little heat. So, plenty of trade opportunities Friday. You know, here's another one. All right, enough of that. It's okay. This was Nvidia. You can see it had quite a move. Apple. Red all day. All right, so let's go look at the reason I'm thinking about going back to ES is because I trade the SPX. All right. The SPX, you can't do anything VWAP or volume related. Doesn't give you that information. So I usually look at the SPY also, because at least the SPY, you know, I got my VWAP on it. Now when we opened up here, or actually right here, let's look at the open. All right, what I learned from Credelli is you want to watch where price goes on the VWAP, okay? You got a little crap here. You know, the first few minutes. Here's the first 11 minutes, and then we close below the VWAP. Okay, now we know the first 10 or 15 minutes, we know where our direction is. Now, sometimes SPX or SPY will just close, you know, just go straight below the VWAP or to go straight above it. All right, here's our 15-minute range bars you can see here. So when we broke below here, I don't know if I would have entered this because the next bar did break below it, so I probably would have. I'd have probably got caught in that. Let's take a closer look. The only thing, what I don't really like is the ADX hadn't reloaded, but on our MACD, which this is a customized setting I got from John Carter, you can email me on it, I'll give you the settings. You know, we do cross, and it does look like price is going to go lower, and then our bands are basically staying below the zero line. But just a lot of crap right here. You know, here's the 200, you know, because I look at it, support and resistance. There's SD3. You know, just not really a clear picture on what the SPX would have done. But what I would have done is, let's go look at the SPX. Let's zoom in on that 15-minute range here. When I'd have seen this candle, this is a wick telling us, hey, I mean, buyers or sellers are pushing this thing down. Okay, chances are we're probably not going to go any higher. I'd have probably got in around here, and what I'd have done is I'd have put a call credit spread around the 3710, 3720, or 3700, 3710, something like that, and then this thing would have flushed lower. So the way I would have watched that is I'd have been looking at this price to stay below the 8 EMA. Probably would have got out here because this candle closed back above the 8 EMA. Probably would have got short again with another call credit spread here. Definitely would have taken one here. You know, we come back up. Now we're below the 200. If you look at your negative SD1, the theory is if we break below negative SD1 or above regular SD1, probably going to have a trend day. Well, hell, once SPY broke below that, it applies the same to SPX. So now I'm thinking, okay, we're going to be in a downtrend. So what do you want to do? You want to short the pullbacks. You know, this is a pullback. Could have took a trade here. You know, trade here. Let's see. Yeah, there's our open. You know, possible trade in this area. This area. Here. Here. Yeah. A lot of times on the options, I'm waiting for price to break that 100 line. So if I'd have been short here, I'd have definitely got out here because it closed above it. Okay. Options are a little different than trading actual stock or the futures market. So, yeah. Come back. Here's another one. Pull back. Pull back. Chop. You know, you're taking some heat on this trade. You know, really, there's no trade because your 8 is pointing up. Your 8 is above the 20. We need the 8 below. So what you want to do is you want to wait. Your entry would have probably been on at the break of this one, at the break of this red candle here. You'd have put in a call credit spread. Now, one of the things that I'm conflicted on my call credit spreads, in the group I was trading with the opening range group, if they're going to go short, they're going to do the call credit spread here. What I heard John Carter say was in the mornings, he's going to do in the money. So if we'd have gotten short here, we'd have probably done that 36.60. 60 and 70 or 60 and 50 call credit spread. All right, he does them 10 wide. The group I'm in does these, the 15-minute open range breakouts 5 wide. But he said with a 10 wide, you got a little better chance to make some money. Now in the afternoon, after lunch, he said he goes with an out of the money. So maybe like I could try the 200 line or, you know, depending how far away we are from the 15-minute opening range breakout line, I could try something like that. Haven't really figured out, but I've been doing out of the money in the afternoon, so just not getting enough. Next week I'll be off. I don't go back to work till Friday night, so I'll get to trade all Monday through Friday. Actually, I'll be trading every day, and I'll be focusing a lot on the options. So like I said, here would have been our short move. You know, there's another short here, another short here. Well, you wouldn't have played this one. Market's closed at that time. Never mind. So is this one. Okay. All right. So let's say we want to trade some stocks. All right. The two that I'm looking at is I'm looking at Nvidia and Amazon. I'd like to just get one. Also want to make sure we can get a stock that Thinkorswim has enough for us to short. So Nvidia, because I do like tech stocks. I'm not going to lie. I do like tech stocks. So we have a couple of options of what we can do. You know, we broke below, you know, here at the open. Like I said, I like to wait a few minutes. To me, we come back to pull back to 200. That would have been a great short. If you want to be more conservative, we want to take the short here. Here's our short entry. Okay. You know, we're probably going to get out maybe here. That's at $1.28. So 100 shares, that's $128. You know, 500 shares, we made our $500 for the day. Okay. Can we do 500 shares? All right. I don't know. So let's see what 500 shares were, because this is new territory for me. I have to figure out, I have to make me a little chart of how many I can do. So price was at a 115.93. Yes, I can short 500 shares. All right, you got to have at least around 58,000 of capital to do that. Okay, I can short it. So, you know, boom, one and done. All right. Another entry was here at 115.29. Whoops. Okay. Let's say you get out of the break. Let's say your strategy is you get out of the break of the candle, or even if you get out here, it closes back in above the 8. That's $1.56. $156 or what? 700 something dollars. Nvidia's got some movement in it. All right. Another guy I've been listening to at Trade Stocks. Well, let me say this first. Or what you could do is you could buy a put, or you could do a call credit spread. Haven't really fooled with call credit spreads on stocks. Not sure how fast they decay. All right. Now this would have probably been, let's see, on Nvidia what I don't know what options they have. I'm not familiar with them because, like I said, just start. So they probably had an option that expired yesterday. So maybe we could have traded that. The next option expiration is next Friday. So on the 21st. All right. So if we're looking at an option here, that's 116, and we want to buy a put, you're looking at 595, 610. So we're looking around $600 to buy that put. That's, I don't know if the price is going to change Monday or whatnot on here. Or if, let's say, we do a call, if we do a call credit spread, okay, that 116 is 36 cents. Give us $36 credit for next Friday. It's really not a whole lot. Let's see if we widen that up a little bit. Yeah, 116, 120. Now give us $1.16 credits. That'd be $116. So there's different options we could do. I got in a room for 90 days. I'm not going to mention which room. It's by someone that we all probably heard of on YouTube that trades stocks. Does very, very well. Like I said, I don't want to mention names at the moment. But someone in his group mentioned, Amazon was a good stock to trade. All right. Once again, if we want to follow the strategy to the T, okay, once we're advanced, we can start taking these rejects. I mean, you got a reject of here of the VWAP, standard deviation 3, 2, 1, and then the VWAP here. Could have gotten that sucker short. I don't really feel like I'm there yet. What I do like is after my 8 and 20 lineup, I can see, especially taking off the 200, the more conservative approach would have been here at 110.53. You took about 30 cents of heat on it. Most of the time I'm doing like $1 if I'm doing 100 shares. Okay. You're looking at 50 cents here. Okay, so do we just knock out $50 real quick, like take our money and run? I'm okay with that. We broke below the SD1. Trade wouldn't have been till here. 42 cents. All right. Another setup here. Would we have held this out? I don't know. Probably would have got out somewhere here on that doji board. That's 82 cents. 100 shares, $82. I mean, 50, 40. That's 90 and 80. Here, get out there. I mean, where are we getting out at on these things? Probably would have actually got out somewhere else instead of there. Probably would have got out. This bar would have came back. We'd have probably got out right here. So let's be realistic. Once I'd have saw this little tweezer broken, I'd have wanted price. Probably wouldn't have got out until it broke the 20. So let's just say we got out in here. It's 52 cents. Another trade set up below this candle here. Let's say we get out here, 57 cents. A lot of 50-cent trades. Nvidia, looks like I see a little more movement, a little smoother movement, further down moves. But you get in this. Actually, I think I did. Got in one of them and I had a big reversal bar. It might have been Tesla I was looking at. But I do like some NVIDIA. I'll be honest. I do like NVIDIA. You know, here you're going into SD1, so you have to be really careful on your trade. You know, 43 cents, 52 cents, pull back to the 100. Like I said, we had something happen here, everything spiked, but let's just say we got out here, 76 cents. I mean, if you want to scalp, I mean, 50 cents, 20 cents, you got it. So, all right, this video is long enough. I'll do another one next week when I take some actual trades. I'm also doing the wheel in my Roth by Carl on YouTube. He gives it away free. You know, maybe I'll post a link to his YouTube channel. All right, guys. Everybody have a great weekend. Let's get it next week. It's going to be on like Donkey Kong. All right, later.